For as long as humans have observed the sky, one question has lingered in the background of our understanding of celestial mechanics. Why doesn't Earth fall into the Sun? The Sun's gravity is unimaginably powerful, strong enough to hold the entire solar system together and guide the motion of planets, comets, asteroids, and dust. Yet, despite this massive pull, Earth has maintained a stable orbit for more than 4.5 billion years. It neither spirals inward toward fiery destruction nor drifts outward into the cold of deep space. To understand why, we must examine the delicate balance of forces that govern orbital motion, the physics of falling, and the nature of gravity itself. At the most fundamental level, Earth is constantly falling toward the Sun. This might sound counterintuitive, but it is the foundation of orbital motion. Gravity pulls Earth inward with a steady, continuous fall. However, Earth also possesses another essential motion: its forward velocity, the sideways speed at which it travels in space. This sideways motion prevents Earth from falling directly into the Sun. Instead of plunging inward, Earth continuously misses the Sun as it falls. In other words, orbit is simply falling, combined with moving forward at precisely the right speed to avoid collision. This concept was famously described by Isaac Newton through the analogy of a cannon on a mountaintop. Imagine firing a cannonball from the highest point on Earth. If the cannonball is fired slowly, gravity pulls it back to the ground. Fire it faster, and it travels farther before falling. At a certain speed, the cannonball falls toward Earth, yet Earth curves away beneath it. The cannonball never lands. It perpetually circles the planet. This is the essence of orbit. Earth is the cannonball. The Sun is the central mass providing the gravitational pull, and Earth's sideways motion keeps it in a stable loop. The balance between these two motions is exact. If Earth moved significantly faster in its orbit, the centrifugal effect would overpower the Sun's pull, and Earth would drift outward. If Earth slowed down even slightly, gravity would win, and Earth would spiral inward. The current balance is remarkable in its precision. Earth travels around the Sun at roughly 30 kilometers per second, fast enough to escape a direct fall, but slow enough that gravity keeps it bound. This equilibrium defines Earth's orbital path and ensures long-term stability. This leads to another important aspect. Orbits are not static or frozen in place. They are dynamic. The shape of Earth's orbit is not a perfect circle, but a slightly elongated ellipse. Despite this, Earth remains safely within its path due to the predictable laws of gravitational motion expressed by Johannes Kepler. As Earth moves closer to the Sun during part of its orbit, it accelerates. As it moves farther away, it decelerates. These variations preserve the balance of forces and prevent Earth from crashing inward or drifting outward. But to truly understand why Earth does not collide with the Sun, we must consider the deeper nature of gravity. Gravity is not a force pulling objects in a straight line, as once thought. According to Einstein's theory of general relativity, gravity is the curvature of spacetime caused by mass. The Sun bends the fabric of space around it, and Earth moves along this curvature in what appears to us as an orbit. Earth is not being pulled in the traditional sense, it is following the natural path laid out by curved spacetime. This concept explains why objects, from planets to photons, obey the Sun's gravitational influence in predictable ways. The stability of Earth's orbit is also supported by angular momentum, the property of rotating and revolving bodies that resists changes in motion. Earth's angular momentum, accumulated during the formation of the solar system, acts like a safeguard. Unless an external force intervenes, Earth cannot suddenly drop into the Sun because its angular momentum keeps it moving in its orbital path. To lose that angular momentum, Earth would require a massive energy transfer, something equivalent to a catastrophic collision with another large planetary body. No such event is occurring now, nor is it expected to occur in the foreseeable future. Furthermore, the solar system has settled into a relatively calm gravitational arrangement after billions of years of evolution. During the early stages of its formation, planets experienced chaotic interactions with countless smaller bodies. Some collided, some merged, and others were ejected. What remains today is a stable configuration. Earth occupies a safe neighborhood with predictable gravitational relationships. Jupiter, with its immense mass, also acts as a stabilizing force, reducing the likelihood of rogue objects disturbing Earth's orbit. Even small factors, such as the gravitational influence of other planets, can cause tiny variations in Earth's orbit over thousands or millions of years. These subtle oscillations, known as Milankovitch cycles, influence climate through shifts in eccentricity, axial tilt, and precession. But these changes are gradual and do not threaten the integrity of Earth's orbit around the Sun. Despite the complex gravitational dance of all planetary bodies, the overall system remains balanced enough for Earth to stay safely within the habitable zone. One might wonder, could Earth eventually spiral inward toward the Sun over billions of years? Current understanding suggests that Earth's orbit will remain relatively stable for a very long time. The Sun does lose mass slowly over time through nuclear fusion and solar wind, causing Earth to drift outward by a tiny amount each year. This effect, however, is extremely small. The more significant shift will come approximately 5 billion years from now, when the Sun enters its red giant phase. During that transformation, the Sun will expand dramatically and may engulf Earth. But this is not due to Earth falling inward, it is due to the Sun growing outward. In the present era, Earth's orbit is held in place by an elegant interplay of gravity, motion, angular momentum, and the curvature of spacetime. It is a dynamic system, not a static one, but its stability is remarkable. This stability is essential for life. If Earth's orbit shifted even slightly toward the Sun, temperatures would rise rapidly, oceans would evaporate, and the planet would become inhospitable. If Earth drifted outward, the surface would freeze. The narrow band in which Earth resides, the habitable zone, is maintained largely because Earth's orbit is harmonious and balanced. Understanding why Earth does not fall into the Sun is more than a study of physics. It is a reflection on the delicate architecture of our cosmic environment. We live on a world suspended in an intricate gravitational equilibrium, held in place by laws that operate with absolute consistency. The orbit of Earth is not an accident. It is the outcome of fundamental forces acting over billions of years. And it is this stability that allows life to flourish. Every sunrise, every season, every climate cycle is a consequence of Earth's precise orbital balance. Without it, the world we know would not exist. If you enjoyed this clear and detailed scientific exploration, don't forget to like the video, share it with others, and subscribe to Wiseuse for more documentary-style insights into the universe.